It is 6 o'clock. We will start with roll call. Mr. Oglesby?
Here.
Ms. Reynolds? Here. Mr. Tracy?
Here.
Ms. Watkins? Ms. Flint? Here. Mr. Turner?
Here.
Ms. Jackson? If you will join in the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you would like to remain standing, I'll say a prayer if everybody's okay with that. Dear Heavenly Father God, I thank you again for bringing us here tonight. I pray that our focus will remain on the betterment of this town. God, I pray for our employees, our department heads, all of our city council members, all of our leaders. Give us wisdom and knowledge and strength to make the best decision for our citizens. God, I thank you for keeping everybody safe during the storms, and as we move forward with weather, that you will keep us safe there. And I pray that you will continue to be with Linda Watkins as she's going through her health battle. Give her peace. And I pray for our election tomorrow, that it will be peaceful and calm, and no matter the result, we will move forward as a country united. In your name we pray. Everybody said amen.
Amen.
First on the agenda, we have regular meeting minutes of October 21st.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes and enter them into record.
Second.
We have a motion by Bob LaTurner, a second by Neil Oglesby to approve the minutes and place on file. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have bills to pay of $101,870.94.
I make a motion that we appropriate the funds to pay the bills.
We have a motion by Bob LaTurner to pay the bills.
Second.
Second by Chastity Reynolds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, tentatively, the Lions Club has scheduled the Veterans Day Parade for this Saturday at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Normal parade route on Main Street there. This will be the third year for that. So one, everyone's invited, but two, just requesting that the street could be blocked off. I mean, it's a very short parade, probably 20 minutes max, but that's probably pushing it a little bit for that time period.
I think it's supposed to be raining.
They'll probably make the call, closer to time. Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to be out in the rain. But want to go ahead and plan just in case if it's not raining. You know how forecasts go.
Oh yeah.
One Doug.
I always do. So would anybody like? Do we need that motion? Yeah.
All right. Well, make a motion we temporarily block all of our streets for the Veterans Parade.
We have a motion by Neil Oglesby, second by Nancy Flint, to block off the road for the Veterans Day Parade on Saturday at 10 a.m. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Do we want to go ahead and throw in Christmas parade?
Sure.
December 7th, 4 p.m. It'd be same route, same everything.
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
All right. We got a motion by Neil Oglesby, second by Nancy Flint for the Christmas parade on December 7th at 4 p.m. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Code enforcement. Do we have an update on 1020 South Main?
1020 South Main, we're kind of in the same boat that we were in. The person that was going to purchase the property isn't able to do that because we only have one property owner of the two that's agreed to sell their portion, so the other end is not getting sold. We already had it on the list to be demoed. That's kind of where we were at before. And it kind of got put to a halt previously with the understanding that that person would purchase the property and hope to restore it. That is not happening now. Additionally, we still are kind of waiting. We had some assessments done on repairing the fence on the adjacent property due to our incident there. The kind of evaluation that we got on that, depending on the company that we went with, it seemed that it would be somewhere between 3 and 4 times the amount to fix that fence if the building remained standing. If we were able to move forward with the demolition, it would actually cut that down to about a quarter to a third of the cost. For us to fix that, they would just have to do it after that was demoed. But we've already been through the process. I think we've been working on this property for about 2 years now. It's been held up several different times for several different reasons, and we're still kind of at the same place that we were kind of immediately following the last incident that we had there. It's sealed back up with plywood over the door. No one's in or out of it, but the yard's still a mess. The house is still in bad condition. So
yeah, we've already got a work order to demo that, so the council doesn't need to do anything on that part of it, but I would like you guys to put it out for bid, because it's not something that we have a manpower to handle with the enormous amount of stuff that's inside. It's probably a $20,000 or $30,000 demo.
Oh, my.
It's on the low side, I don't know.
Let's get bids then. Does that need to be removed?
Why is it so much?
There's so much inside that can't go to the landfill. It's got to be hand carried out and taken to the transfer station. Because it's household trash and junk, it's not building in.
I mean, just, having walked through as much of it as I could, I could only make it through about a half of it. And even in that portion, I mean, I had to hunch over to not be on the ceiling. I was standing on stuff that's at least as tall as I am all the way through. So there is no floor.
All that stuff has to be put in dumpsters and taken out. We do that to an extent on most of the things that we demo, but they're not like this. So.
Yeah, a certain point, it has to go to solid waste, and then another demo can go to C&D. Stuff like that, basically, either you're gonna hand carry it out, or you're gonna pay a lot more money and just take the whole thing to solid waste.
Which is what I would recommend.
Yeah.
So we need a motion.
We need a motion to put it out for bid, yes.
So motion.
Bids at the next meeting? You want to just put it out for 2 weeks?
Can you do it in 2 weeks and get the bids in? Yeah. Yes.
So a motion by Bob to open up 1020 South Main for bids to be opened at the next regular council meeting. Second by Chastity Reynolds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Next we have up 1111 North Forest. This was tabled from last time. Can we get an update on what was going on there?
So it was originally tabled last meeting due to the possibility that we might be able to contact an owner. We had sent out the 10-day letter. It came back to us as non-deliverable. Weren't able to contact him. Through some information that we got post the last meeting, we found out that the person that had possibly owned it before, information I got from Tracy is that we had been maintaining that property as far as cutting grass and all that for about 2 years and never made contact with him. The last I heard was a rumor that he may have went to a nursing home and possibly passed there. So we don't have anyone to contact on that unless there's been other information come to light.
Jeff Sliger.
Sliger was the last
Yeah.
name, I don't remember the first name.
I think Mike was the one that we had.
Well, it might be Mike. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll call him Chuck.
Yeah. But it's definitely, I don't know, in our last meeting minutes that we had, I mean, we had a statement from building inspector. I mean, it was,
Then we had pictures and stuff.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the more structurally unsound ones we had. I think that with the rain even today, it might be caved in, but definitely when we get some snow, the roof is definitely coming in on
Yeah,
that.
because you said the roof was real bad.
We're not getting any snow this year.
Yeah. Thanks for saying that.
We just need to get this one out for public hearing.
Yeah, he,
Except the findings.
yeah, I did a resolution last time, but last one I didn't know. So I have to find it to.
Well, they're right.
Who's the new owner?
Jeffrey Crawford.
Nice, yeah. So we can check on that and start back from there.
So, Trace said there's been an update on county, that there's a new owner, so we will start contact again.
That works. All right.
Okay? Thank you, Officer Davis. All right. Chris Brewer.
bought my grandmother's house up at 1904 Main because I didn't want it to be tore down, and my aunt never would do nothing with it. It was about to fall down, and she died, and taxes come up. So, you know, I kept an eye on it because I wanted to get it, so I got it bought. And I went to pay we've been working on it. I got it, you know, we put in new water, new electric service, I mean, remodeled the whole inside completely. It was literally dirt floors. But anyways, because I got a lot of fond memories, a little bit of kid being there, you know, so I didn't want it to fall down. But when I went to pay taxes on it the other day, they said that the city still hadn't took the mowing charges off of it. Because whenever I bought it, I think it was July 18th of 23, I told Renee, I said, I'm gonna start mowing this. I said, I'm not even supposed to be on the property till they close the paperwork and all that stuff, but I'm gonna hold up on the house, but, you know, till closer to times, hope they can hurry up and get it done, you know, their end of it at Columbus. But I said, I'm gonna go ahead and start mowing it, so I started keeping the yard mowed up, you know, at that point. And, but I went to pay my taxes there, they was like $900 of the mowing fee from the city.
So you're requesting for those to be waived?
Yes.
Okay, so you said you think about 900?
I don't remember exactly, I wanna say 889 or something like that. I don't know, they said you guys would have to take it off, you know, with them or whatever.
Right.
I know it was like $1,400. I'm like, that can't be right, because I was gonna pay all my taxes up from last December. I was running a little behind. But, so I was trying to get it all paid up before it comes due again, and anyway, they said it was $1,400. I said, no, that can't be right. I said, I haven't had it, but like a year and a half now, you know. And I said, you guys never got it. I said, it just now come up on my phone like a month or two ago, where you know, if you look on your phone app, who owns what. I said, you finally got my name on it. I said, I got the paperwork to it like in October of last year, and I bought it in July. So it took all that time, they said, because it just takes some time. But anyways, but it's now it is in my name. But like I said, I went to pay the taxes, and it's $1,400, and they said I can't remember the exact amount. I was so frustrated when they told me. I can't remember. I think it was $889 or something like that.
$1,050 is what Tracy.
Is that what it was? Maybe it was. I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking.
If you want to only request 889.
No, I think you're right. No, I think, come think about it, I think you are right. Yes. I must be thinking of something.
So what are you
else.
doing with the property?
Oh, I know what it was. My other house was $889 on Henningham. You don't have any more charges on that one, did you? I mean,
What's the address?
1009 Henning. Because the people that live there, I didn't know if you guys had mowed it up there or not. Because for 3 months, they didn't pay me rent, they didn't have electric or nothing, and they wouldn't get out. Finally, I got them out. We've been trying to have to remodel that house completely. I mean, completely. But anyway.
So what are you doing with the property on Main now?
I'm gonna rent it. That's
Rent
rented.
it out.
Yeah, someone living in it, yeah.
So
But I mean, eventually I'm gonna put new siding, I wanna redo the siding. I like to keep it the way it was, you know, as growing up, you know, but I'm gonna put a new roof and finish the outside, you know.
Yeah. So Trace said he did start taking over the mowing as soon as he took possession, really. Right?
I started mowing immediately.
Even before that, immediately. So
Even though I wasn't supposed to be on the property, I did anyway.
well, don't tell us that, Chris.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, I just told Renee, I said, I don't want, there's no sense you guys mowing it, I'll do it, you know. And,
You asked us to waive trespassing.
Yeah.
what was that, Neil?
You'd be asking us to waive the trespassing.
We'll do some trading there.
I'm just glad our city guys didn't have to vote.
It would cost you about $1,000 to get rid of the trespassing.
Anyways, yeah.
So Chris is requesting at 1904 Main for the mowing assessment to be waived. Looks like $1,050, and he's been keeping it up, turning it into a rental.
Yeah, I mean, I put a new water line in too. That was supposed to have been waived when I bought it, but I didn't worry about it, you know. We did it ourselves. But I'm not worried about that. Just the mowing.
I'm okay with this.
Is that a motion,
Some
Bob?
motion, yeah.
We got a motion by Bob to waive the mowing fees at 1904 Main. Second by Nancy Flint. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I got a question. Maybe you guys could answer this real quick. if there's $5,000 taxes owed on something like that, and you give 11,000 for it, where does the rest of that money go? You guys know?
No what?
If say there was $5,000 taxes owed on that place, but I gave 11 for it, where does all that other money go?
You paid 11 in taxes?
No, I paid 11,000 for
On
it
the tax.
on my bill.
On the
Into
tax
county's
bill.
general fund.
I guess, yeah, the general fund.
I was just
We
curious.
don't see much of it.
I was
don't
just
see
curious where does that money go?
They only give, if they make more than they sell the property for, they only give the city's portion, the school's portion, and the county keeps.
That's what I was wondering. I didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not getting it back, but
No.
We aren't either.
all right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chris. Hey, and Tracy will get you a letter because,
I'll just send it straight.
okay, she'll send it to the county to show that we approved waiving.
Yeah, they said it had to come from you. Then,
Yeah, I'll send it.
then will I get something from you then when it's done? So then I know when I can go back up there. And,
They should remove it tomorrow as soon as I send that up there.
okay, so it won't take long. So I just soon get that tax.
Yeah.
Before
You may not
they
go
all
on
come
election
due.
day though, it may be too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do tomorrow. Won't wait till after election.
Yeah.
Everybody better vote this year, in my opinion.
Every year, Chris, come on, every year. All right, Miss Lynn Turner doesn't feel well. Okay, so she doesn't feel well, so,
I'll go ahead. And
okay, go on up.
Because it's, we're going pretty quick tonight and it's a very good night here. But no, I don't feel well. Good evening, you guys. I got to meet with the county commissioners this morning and have had a lot of fun today. So seriously, I can't say enough of our road crews and streets, and love learning about our device called the Falcon this morning. So they, there was a 90-year-old lady, and I feel like I can say that comfortably tonight, that had asked, and I had come and talked to you guys currently about the road that she specifically was asking about, which is Shimmerhorn. And Brian and Josh had been a huge help in getting the things there fixed. And I was on the phone with Josh whenever the family was standing there beside me. And I think you got to hear their thank yous for the work that's been done out that way. Which has led to the other thing that people are pretty excited about, which is they are noticing that about 3 different housing developments are appearing. And that is the area out there in Shimmerhorn, and then about 2 north of Empire and then throughout Empire, which I know that the people had appeared here asking about the old streets being placed back. And I really wish that the city council would kind of possibly reconsider maybe getting in on that for the economic development division. I'm not sure how all that works, or if that's something that we can look back into, that we get state funding or grants on getting help with, because and if we need, because I'm also working with the grants to get in that community garden project. Peyton had mentioned that she's been denied the last 2 times. That's something that I'm gonna look at, because with those new housings, those new families, that stuff coming in, streets coming in, lighting coming in, our tax base spreads. In 2019, I don't know if you guys know or realize, it got pointed out to me, we went from a 4A school down to a 2A in a very kind of short amount of time. We took a big dip, and the school is updating itself to where we have the potential to grow. We have such a huge potential right now to grow together with our school and with our town. It's super exciting. And I know Jessica and I were gonna get together and talk about some parks and recreation. Some people wanted to make a donation. They didn't know what the terms were on that, how they could get involved with that, if that's the only way to donate, if they're the people in charge of the benches, if there's a term on the limits and seats and stuff. She was gonna answer those questions for me, so I'm gonna meet with her on that. And then the other thing
If
is,
somebody's wanting to look at benches, the Lions Club's looking at putting some more benches down at the park. You're more than welcome to donate to the Lions Club.
did we get you in the Lions Club?
Yes, I'm in there.
Yes. That must have been the new application in the summer. And then there's a huge new cable line that is going to be tearing up about 4 neighbors' yards. And so everybody's yard got marked for it, and I haven't seen that come through the city council meetings. And that's involving, of course, their fencing and everything else. And I didn't know that type of stuff, utilities ran on their own. I thought that they had to, notify.
Do you want me to answer now or when your time's up?
Oh, no, that's perfectly fine because my time's almost up anyway.
We have franchise agreements with everybody that provides a utility in the city, and so they do have permission to do that.
Okay. And do they put people's fencing back the way they were?
They should. I mean, that's between whoever the utility is and the customer.
Okay.
So
Well, no, it doesn't involve us. It's the person at the end of the street, and it's tearing up 4 different people's yards, and nobody's happy about it.
I've never
Everybody's
seen them
pretty
go
upset
in
about it.
without fixing what they do. I don't know.
Okay. That's kind of what I want to know. Awesome. Thank you.
I'll answer your school thing too.
Yeah.
You mentioned 2019, the current. That's a little bit incorrect because what they did is the state, for our actual enrollment number, they let us use the 2019 number, and it was a variation of you could use that or the current enrollment number for the last 3 years. So this year we had 62 kids less at the beginning. We've already regained like 58 of them, so we're coming back the other way. So enrollment did go down. Physical enrollment went down last year, but we still got to use that 2019 number. So
Well, in
it
2019,
did drop.
it was a 4A. They were competing as a 4A, so
But
they
that,
look
but if
backwards.
you look at how they do the classes, that really just, you take all the classes, all the schools in Kansas,
Uh-huh.
and then they redistrict them every 2 years. So it could fluctuate every year, and it really doesn't have to do if we lose or gain kids at all. We could gain people and still drop.
Yeah.
So
Football's every 2 years, every other is every year. Everything but football's every year.
one of them spring sports every 2 years, the other one's fall sports every 2 years.
We were noticing that declining enrollment though, but now it is coming back the other way. And some of these housing projects and developments have done that, so it's a great thing.
I know, I'm taking full advantage of that homeschooling program too, because there's a lot of families that are switching to homeschooling outside our area. I'm like, have you heard about Galena's? It's amazing. Just saying.
Thank you, Christy. All right, Casey's is asking for a CMB license renewal. That's a cereal malt beverage. That's just to sell beer. I do this every year. We have a motion by Neil Oglesby to approve the CMB renewal for Casey's.
Second.
Second by Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Department heads. Josh, you want to update us on the leak? You had a major leak this weekend.
We did. Spent about 9 hours out on Shaw Hill Road. When they installed that 4-inch out there, they put a T in it towards the end and put a plastic cap on it. Well, over time, that thing had worn against the rocks and blew out. So we got that fixed Saturday. About 9 hours and 3 guys later. But yeah, that's nothing really super exciting about it. It was leaking out fixed.
Is it?
So the hydrant to repair there, but.
All right. Steve.
Just kind of give you a couple updates, run report. We had a busy month last month with the winds and the dry weather. So we're 429 runs. We're up about 20% from last year. I don't know, most of you may or may not know, we had a little bit of an accident at one of the grass fires up north. They were on the side it was one of the days we had the 40 to 50 mile an hour winds, had a brush fire that started in the field, started from a combine that they think it bearing seized up and sparked. And in the course of things, our guys were filling up on the side of the field, and the owner of the field had his tractor out there with a disc on the back, and when he came around trying to disc a line on it, caught the back of our brush truck and pretty much yanked them around 180 degrees, and probably going to total out the brush truck. We've been in contact with their insurance company, so everything looks good on that end. We may have to, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tracy, we may have to pay the $1,000 deductible, but we'll get that reimbursed from them. But more than likely, because it's bent the axle, it's wrenched the frame, and we don't know what front end damage that we have yet. We're still waiting for the adjuster to come down from their insurance to take a look, but it did a number on the truck. Luckily, just got some bruised ribs from one of our firemen that was in the walkway that he was enclosed. So unfortunate, but nobody was hurt. But again, we're going to be without a truck for probably a year to get it. So, and then we applied for the Kansas Fire Marshal's doing a grant again this year. It's a 100% non-matching grant. So we applied for 3 sets of gear. So we'll be able to keep that rotation out. That won't come out of our budget. So.
Awesome. And probably grateful for the rain.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right, Mrs. Bash.
I went down to check on the library yesterday, had some errands to run, and with the rain, we had a significant leak. So it's something we might need to check on. One of our tables had a little water on it.
Anything else? All right, police department.
I have nothing.
Nothing. Court. Nothing. All right.
Oh, real quick. That leak did result in a boil water advisory for just the hospital and the 3 houses on Shelby Road. If you guys hear anything about that, so it was just we put the boil advisory out. KDHE will release it when they get the samples. So I think everybody's been pretty well aware, but I didn't know if you guys had heard anything about it. It's only those 5 or 6 addresses.
Yeah, it's 3 addresses on Shaw and Norman.
All right, Nancy, it looks like you have some old business to bring up. If you would like to do that.
We talked about maybe offering prizes for our Christmas parade, and you asked if we could just write something up, so I did, and I gave everybody a copy. Just to maybe to offer first, second, and third prize for like a band, which we know that we cannot offer them cash. It has to go towards their group or their fund. But then also like from your church small group float, and then like a business float, so that maybe that would entice other people and other bands to come and be a part of our parade. We also put it online. Tracy was so gracious and so good to make us some things to go on our Parks and Recs page, so they can come and get an entry form. Basically, that also gives us the information so that we can always go back and get them for the next year, or Galena Days Parade or whatever. And then as everybody's lining up, if Mr. Vogel is up there, and also he can take these to all the parades he goes to, whatever we need to do. But that will give them a number, and then hopefully we can get the PA system fixed so that they can be announced as they go down through the town, through the system. So we were hoping that maybe we could get a total of $525. That would give us a $100 first, $50 second, and $25 third for each of those categories.
All right, so they have 3 categories to award prizes for, and hopefully entice people to get involved with the parade. Thoughts, discussion?
You want city money to come out and pay for these?
Yes, please.
Could we just do a donation basis instead of, because in my opinion, we're taking tax money for the benefit of all. I'm not sure that giving prizes, especially from bands from other towns, is really a benefit to Galena. However, I do love the idea, and I'll be willing to donate some money to it right now, but I'm not sure that it would be appropriate to give money as prizes to people that don't even live in Galena. So why should Galena pay for Baxter to get a reward? Baxter and Migo as an example.
you're saying like private donors.
Yes.
So what were the three categories again? 25.
A $25 third, $50 second, $100 for first. But we can definitely do that. We can look and see.
When do you need to know for sure?
December the 6th.
Well, you want
You need to know sooner, you need to know sooner so you know that
But we
you have to
did not-
advertise that we're offering prizes for.
Which category are you willing to take? Because I'll take a category.
We just put that we're offering prizes. We didn't say amounts so that we were safe.
So the city would actually be doing a sponsorship to Parks and Rec for $525.
To go to somebody else.
Well, could be somebody in town.
It's kind of
Could be, could not be.
Yeah.
It's kind of
You don't know.
catch 22. You're bringing people in town, which is more than likely going to stop Casey's or somebody. They're going to end up purchasing something, which is also tax revenue. It's a catch 22. I mean, part of it is an eco-devo side. We have to invest into whatever it may be. We have business owners that don't even live in the town that will still come in here. We have people that drive through. You know, I appreciate what you say, and I totally understand what you're saying. But when you're looking at it as far as a community-based program, it's also a take on an eco-devo side as well. So
Not only that, I think, what did you guys spend on the new Christmas decorations?
Tons.
Lots of money.
Lots.
That the city saved, I mean, it's several $1,000s, wasn't it?
Way over. That was just.
Rick, you said you would donate.
Yes.
What are you willing to donate?
no, whatever I want.
Oh,
SNL will get $250.
huh?
SNL Auto will get $250.
Here's 50.
And
I gotta have money
don't
for
put my
snacks and
name in,
such.
but I'll give an anonymous 50, please. And that is safe here in this room, so.
That's all how much money
It's
Rick's got
online.
in his pocket. How much you got, Rick?
I got a 50, the rest of it's for snacks at work.
Oh, my God.
250.
I'm not.
We're at 350.
He said he's got 50. Okay.
I'll do 125.
Okay.
I'll do the rest.
Well, then there we go. Okay.
So much more. Where you at?
We're good. Done.
Done.
Done?
So my birthday's this week, so I hope I have an uncle that will give me 125. Just kidding, just kidding.
Well, thank you.
All right,
wouldn't have
there we go.
thought to go look for it, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's good. And yes, will our new lights be up by then? In and up? Are they in?
They're in.
Yes, so there's
In, yeah.
Will it be up?
Is the look place.
So everybody in here right now can do us a favor. The first person you hear complaining about the new lights or that the angel aren't up,
Send them.
we're gonna flip out.
Take care of that.
All right. Okay, good. That's all settled. You can start advertising. Everyone help advertising that. Yes, draw in more people. Because Bill is very, very right. And there's other things that go on during the day downtown. A little shopping. We do the tree lighting. People will eat at Meetorito or wherever else. I mean, it's kind of like a fun little winter wonder.
We have some little Miss and Mr. Jingle Bells signed up, so
Yeah.
that'll be great.
Yep. Good.
All kinds of things.
All right. Anybody want to go home? There's a Chiefs game on, Neil says.
Well, not yet. But,
Almost.
Yeah.
His stipulation for coming tonight was that we had to be done for the game.
We make that into a motion and
We have a motion by Nancy to adjourn.
Second.
Second by Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.